We almost ready to go? I think you might be muted again. I can see you're muted. Okay, are we live? Kevin,
Hi everybody, can you guys hear me?
You're still muted.
Hello, hello. Yeah, I know, I just was waiting a second. Hi there. I'm gonna see really quick if everybody can hear us okay. Gonna see if I can open up a separate instance of Discord to have a little bit of chat, because like there's some stuff with IRC going on right now, so normally I like to have the chat up for the stream, but I'm not sure if we'll be able to rely on that. We'll see.
Red, the color of love. Orange, the color of a delicious carrot. Yellow, a very bright and light-hearted color. Green like the leaves that are blowing in the wind. Blue, the color of water. The flowing
Okay.
flow of blue.
I think I got
is
something that might hopefully
wonderful.
work for the stream. Let's see how this goes, guys. Sorry about the
Purple,
chat issue here.
blue and red together, so the love and water, the love of water.
Can you guys hear me?
two
Can
water,
anybody acknowledge
yeah.
in the chat?
I love water, yeah. Water is wonderful, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine, Roz. Okay, if you guys can hear me on the stream, then we should be good to go. I'm having some issues. Sorry about the delay here. I'm trying to get the chat working. I was trying to just do Discord in the browser, but I think it's just going to be a bit more of a pain to get this looking good than to just do it in the simple IRC window. Without having some issues, I think we're just going to go ahead without chat in the stream, if that is okay. All right, so welcome to the chat for the Raw Gems Sega Genesis battle. I'm not sure how many people are on so far. Curious to see how we're doing. But I am Kilowatt64, also known as Kevin, here hosting today. And look at me, there's me. Am I alive? And I got somebody, a special guest, a person to call in with me today. Hopefully, I don't know why it's squishing your face, Roz, but let's fix that really quick. Can you guys see that? Okay. All right. So, yeah, this is the Sega Genesis battle, stream for Battle of the Bits. Really looking forward to looking at everything and seeing what we got for the winners here. And I'm going to tally that up here in just a second. I was trying to do some kind of last minute stuff with getting a stream set up, but hopefully we should be good to go. So, I've never done the tally sheet for the major battle before. Let's see how this goes, shall we? Okay, cool. Should be good to go. And let me just pop this up, make sure. Yeah, so you're saying, Roz is saying that there's a delay on the audio. So I'm not sure how well this will work with crosstalk with us to be able to like chat with each other. We're just gonna have to see how that goes, I guess. So it could be kind of interesting with the delay. Sorry about that, Roz. It's a bit of a pain, but yeah. So okay, I've got the results up now, and we are going to be looking at some of our medalists and finalists for the battle. Let me just set up one more thing before we get going, so everybody hold tight. Sorry about that. Okay, cool. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right in. I think we're gonna be streaming about half or so of these entries. We're gonna see how it goes with doing the top medals for each of the cans and the top placing entries. And so looking at that really quick.
Oh, fantastic. I can hear you again. Okay, nice.
And hopefully everybody can hear you.
I hope they can.
Okay, cool. So let's see here. I'm just trying to see how to tell something on here. Oh, there's a different button. Okay, there's a big button I hadn't seen before. Perfect. This is what I wanted to see. All right, we've got about 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we got the results for top 7 of cats and top 7 overall. So that's about 13, should be about hopefully half an hour or so for the stream. And we're going to start with our first one today. This is, let's see, overall rank number 17 out of 28. This is a score of 24.7147. 1 tin cans for Rage Cage with 3-in-1 cart. Let's give this a listen. All right, very nice. I really like the driving energy in this one. It had like the little triplet beat. I think I'm always a sucker for that kind of a beat. Really enjoyed the energy in this track. Let me resituate my window here. So, Roz, it sounded like you were saying it would be best if I just keep your face up in the stream going forward, and then I can hide my own face. That
Yeah,
sounds good to me.
definitely.
Okay, cool. Well done, Rage Cage. Next up, we've got one of my personal favorites from this battle. This one I really, really enjoyed. The placement for this entry is number 16 overall with a score of 24.8101. Let's see. This has how do I tell? It looks like we got one tin can for this entry, and this is Green Chemical by Cabbage Drop. Mic. Okay, I keep trying to figure out how to like unmute. It's like hard to tell visually on my mic whether it's muted or not. So I keep like, oh man, double checking myself. Okay, so I don't know what you thought
Has it
about
not got
this
a little
one.
switch like this?
Yeah, it needs a switch. It doesn't. It has like one on the mic itself, but it's kind of like awkwardly placed where you can't see it unless you poke your head around to look at it. I just
Oh,
gotta
that's
place
really
this
annoying.
differently. Yeah, it's all good.
My old mic actually had a light on the mic itself. That was really helpful.
Yeah. So awesome energy out of this one. When I hear Cabbage Drop entries, I often associate it with like really cool bass, low end work and beat that's going on. But in this one thing that stood out to me was the high end stuff, like the chords on top of it were so freaking cool. I love the chords in that, man.
Yeah, me too.
Well done, Cabbage Drop. Let me see if I can pull this thing back up. Okay. We're just going to keep trucking along, I guess. Third on the list today for the stream is an entry with another one tin can. This is overall placement 14th with a score of 25.1362. We broke the 25 barrier here. This is Hexer with Enjoy It While It Lasts. Very nice. This one was really cute. I like the use of the piano patch in particular in this one. So I guess I kind of failed to mention, but the fun thing about this battle, obviously, for those that participated is, we're working with the list of GEMS patches. These are the patches from Sega Genesis that were crafted and prepackaged together for game developers to be able to quickly write music for Genesis games. And we've got this lovely list of patches that we were working with for this battle. That piano one that showed up in this one was one of my favorites, which is why I used it in my own song. Liked how Hexer used it here too, so just wanted to mention that. Really cool. All right.
What stood out about this one to me, with FM, I find that people tend to go one or two ways, and one of them is like brain melting, lots of bass slappage. Like Cabbage Drop's entry was like a primo take on that, or the other one is like really weird ambient sound design. With FM stuff, you don't as often see this kind of like down tempo ballad feel, so that's what made this entry like really stand out to me. I really like that about it.
Yeah, nice use of the space, nice use of the patches. Good work. Very cool. Thanks. All right, we're going to move on to the next on the list here. Following up, we still got another entry with 1 tin cans. All of these are 1 tin cans. This is another one that I really enjoyed. This is ranked 10th in the battle out of 28 with a score of 26.4324. So a bit of a score jump for this one. This is Ticking Heart by Wobble Blast. Awesome. Yeah, I like the ticking people were talking about in chat. The ticking in that track is really nice. Also, this one feels really kind of subdued, really kind of soft. I like Wobble Blast's use of melody and harmony in general, and like the chord progressions they use and stuff. But this one felt really kind of subdued, and it worked really nicely for the track, I think.
Great use of the stereo field. I love that. The delays that went.
Yeah, it's awesome. Okay, moving along, we are coming into number 9, so we're in the top 10. Jumping score again into 27 with a score of 27.3405. This is bronze in the Heart Pop category, so we're starting to get placements in the categories, along with 1 tin can. This is Nicole with Melancholia. nice chord at the end there. And the square lead that was used throughout that one, I don't know, just was really nicely, like very delicately used. And I think it worked really well for this. I mean, well-named track, obviously Melancholia. It's kind of got a melancholic feeling. It's well done though. Really nice. Totally love that one. Okay. So we were moving on to rank number 8 overall, score of 27.4884 with 2 tin cans, no category placements. This one is, it's my own entry, Seahorse Cafe. Let's go ahead and give it a listen. Sorry about that. I was trying to check. Somebody asked in chat what the brass instrument was, and I couldn't remember off the top of my head. So I was suddenly pulling up my module and not realizing that I was just blocking the whole thing. So great. That rocks. I enjoyed writing that. It was fun. I was just going for like a kind of simple, minimal sort of smooth jazz, not very intrusive thing that could fit in a restaurant setting. Because I was thinking about that book I mentioned in my entry.
With the trumpet, it sounded like you know the thing we do with the trumpet where they put the hat on it, like
Yeah.
exactly like that. It was so smooth.
Good. Glad to hear it. Thank you very much. Let's move on to number 7 entry. This one collected some tin cans. There are 4 tin cans total for this entry, but no categories. Score 27.7694. This is Presets Sure Know How to Party by Modal Module. Okay, man, that's some intense energy right out of the gate with that track. I think it was the bass lines in this one were nuts. Like the bass is all over the place, but it sounds great. I think they're using maybe the DX slap bass. I'm not quite sure, but it's like in the patches, it's like the big bold kind of classic sounding Genesis bass instrument that is in this one. I'm not sure if that's it. Maybe someone can tell me for sure. But love the bass in general.
I love the little hits that were like ding 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 ding, like the syncopated ding 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 ding, like missing the one each time. It's always such an earworm when someone does that.
It's good stuff. Yeah. So okay, cool. Let's move on to the next, shall we? Next up is we got a bronze, gems, and knuckles in pants. We got a bronze pants category and 3 tin cans on top of it with a score of 27.8358. 6 overall. This is Don't Clown or Sit Your Ass Down by Haberchuck. He's on fire. The transition in this one was really cool. So halfway through when it changes up, just a good groove and you're kind of getting into it, and then it changes up and it feels pretty seamless, but it's like definitely feels different, but it's done in a super smooth way. So you're like, okay,
So seamless.
yeah, there's like 2 songs here that I like. That's awesome.
And then the little fake out ending at the end where it goes back to the first groove again.
Yeah, and he wrote up in his description that he was kind of inspired by Barkley Shut Up and Jam basketball game. So I'm like, yeah, I could see this working as like a basketball game type of groove. So yeah, very cool, effective, good job. Alrighty, let's move on to the next in the list here. We've got 5th overall. We're getting up there, folks. 28.0613 score. 5 tin cans. 5 tin cans. That's the maximum, right? Wait, are there 6? There's 5. So yeah, okay.
There's the category cans and the overall cans, so I guess you could get 6 overall.
Yeah, 6 would be the theoretical maximum, I guess, right?
Or 7 in a battle with multiple formats, but this one's only got 1.
This is one that a lot of people were mentioning in the chat. They were hoping it was going to do well, and it did pretty well. So let's listen to Night Bar by Arda. All right. Very cool. Love the groove in that one also. Another just the whole time you're like, this is good. This is good stuff. The bass, I mentioned using the reggae bass, the rap bass. I was looking in the list. A lot of the entries I think use the reggae bass, mine did as well. It's really smooth, nice support underneath. But like the bass lines on this one, along with the beat and the kind of change ups in the middle, there was like a point at minute 30 mark or so where brass comes in as like a support backing thing, like little stabby kind of chords in the back, and they sounded super cool and it felt like a nice developed part. Let's see. All right, so we're moving on. We're on 4th in the list. 4th rank overall with a score of 28.7869. We've got us gold blast processing, silver brainware, and 3 tin cans for this next entry. Interesting that we saw the gold blast processing before we saw bronze and silver. That's super interesting to me. This is Hard Cut Gems by Agargara. All right, so man, I had forgotten something about before I make my comment. I had forgotten, somebody just mentioned in the chat that this was done in one channel. I had forgotten that. Super cool. He said in his description.
Monophonic?
Yeah, he said in his description, technically 2 channels switching off with each other because of issues with operators not resetting properly. However, for all intents and purposes, you know, this is a 1 channel thing, which is super cool. Because you're listening to it, it doesn't sound like that at all. A really technical track, but one like listening to, you're like, okay, there's so much stuff to enjoy, like little details picking up out of it. Oh, there's our faces. I forgot. Yeah, the beat, like the percussion stuff is very like playing around with little like short staccato blippy stuff here and there, but it's done super masterfully. I feel like this is their strong point. I feel like.
I love his trick of their trick of pitching the FM instruments to extreme octaves to get like completely original sounds out of these instruments that everyone's heard a million times.
Yeah, did you hear the little bass shift in the middle where it's like, brrr, like super cool? Like happened a few different times. I loved it. It's kind of super sneaky in there, but I'm like, dang, stuff like that I just kind of enjoy. Like subtle little nods and like cool little like when an instrument just pokes its head in just enough to say hello and make a little statement and then it leaves. Okay, we're getting up there, folks. 3rd rank overall. This is bronze in dynamicisms, bronze blast processing, silver heart pop, silver gems and knuckles in pants, bronze overall, 1 tin can. That's a lot of stuff for this track. This is Sea Dragon at the Beach by Autumn Brushtail. Solid track, really tons of energy with that. It felt super fun. Like I think somebody mentioned in a comment that this could be like a Sonic type of track, and I agree with that. It feels really polished, really well done. I'm like, dang, this is good stuff. Really enjoyed it.
It had that like modal feel of a lot of the Sonic tracks. I think have that as well. Like there was a lot of parts like felt really Mixolydian. It was just it was going all in on that sound, which a lot of the Sonic tracks feel like that as well to me.
Exactly. And see, this is why I called you. This is why I brought you into this. So you can say crap like that I have no idea what you're talking about, and that sounds awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you is what I'm saying. So, okay. Well done, Autumn Brushtail. And next up, we've got, let's see, a bunch of things going on here for the second overall ranked entry with a score of 29.6767. Gold Dynamicisms, Bronze Brainware, Gold Heart Pop, Gold Gems, and Knuckles Impants, Silver overall. This is Sunset Sparkles by Lone Star 1147.
Take it away.
Ooh, I didn't remember that ending. That's awesome. Very pretty track by Lone Star here. I really like how well written this one. This is like one of the ones that I'm like, the idea of this battle was to use the Gems presets, which are kind of canned and fairly basic and fairly simple. But we saw that people can do pretty cool dynamic stuff with it. I think that's well showcased here. Okay. That leaves us with just one track left to go. This is the overall first ranking, #1 winner of the competition with a score of 29.7271. Let's jump right into it. But first, I have to say the other awards this one got. It's got Silver Dynamicisms, Silver Blast Processing, gold for Brainware, and of course, gold overall, first place. This is Tetrahedral Packing Problem by Lasertooth. Woo! Wow. That track was super well written. I was happy to read. I was kind of rereading his description as we were listening to it, and he had written that this is not the type of battle that would typically have grabbed his attention, their attention, and I kind of love it when that kind of stuff happens. Like we see here, like, yeah, this is maybe not my jam, but I'm gonna give it a try and see what interesting I can do with it. Well, like, geez, man, you really killed it. So excellent track, very mathy. I love the little arps and stuff throughout that help give it a consistent feel, even though like the mathy rhythm and everything, like it's got a little bit of melody and harmony stuff, but it's pretty subtle and dang, really well written.
It sounded kind of early Aphex Twinny to me at parts, especially the rhythm section.
Yes, agree. Yeah, I could hear that. So well done to Lasertooth. Well done to everybody. Thank you all for participating. This has been awesome. I think we're going to go ahead, like we've gone through the results, so let's go ahead and end the battle. And I'm going to go ahead and hit that now. And there is a...
And it's done. Everyone collect your boons. Or your points.
There's a massive button that says, yes, I want to end battle. I love it. It's huge. Alrighty, it is closed, folks. Okay, so very cool. Thanks everybody for joining this one. This was super fun, and thanks also to Blast Brothers for the idea for this one and for sharing the great hardware renders with us. I watched all of those and really appreciated that for voting purposes and everything. It was cool to hear those renders. Thanks for Roz for joining me on the call too, sort of impromptu from earlier today. Appreciate that.
No worries. It was fun.
Yes, good times. Okay, guys. Thanks, everybody. We're going to go ahead and close up the stream.
Let's get these idiots off the air.
See you later.